Hello, Steel Creek Church of Charlotte, Barrowwood Campus, Arrowwood Campus, Eastfield Campus, our 6 campuses around the world, 40 plus missionaries. If you are on Facebook and you stumbled across this Friday video challenge, I hope you enjoy it. Whoever's watching, I love you and I hope you had an amazing week and I hope you have a great start to your weekend. Today, we are hanging out with the dead today on a 1-acre piece of property that I have ownership of. I'll tell you why in just a second, but we're hanging out with the dead because sometimes that can give a fresh perspective to those that are still alive. So let's check out our vlog. I'm gonna get back in my car and we're gonna cover this vlog challenge today from inside my car because it is smoking hot. But this is a piece of property I wanna talk about and how that can bring a challenge to us today. My family is buried all back in there and there's graves everywhere, but we're gonna talk about what that means for us today and how that can give us a fresh perspective about how important today is for us. Check it out. Okay, we're back in the car. Got a little bit of AC going. Hopefully you're okay with that. You can hear me all right. As far as the eye could see, my grandparents owned a farm. I spent a lot of summers here because my dad was a professional racer, and so a lot of times I came out here and spent time with my grandparents when my dad was traveling and my mom dropped me off before she went to work, and I stayed out here, man, helping my grandma shuck beans and pick corn, and I rode my motorcycle all over this property, trying to jump on cows laid down who were asleep, and chasing chickens and knocking down hornets' nests and getting chased and climbing trees and just doing what boys do. I loved this farm. This property had a lot of meaning to me. But because of some bad business dealings, my grandparents lost their farm and all the land. Now the bank let us keep 1 acre of all that land, and it's because our family is buried on it. So we have 1 acre of land out of all those acres because we got dead bodies on it. Our family is here. I hope to be buried here at some point. My wife will probably torch me up and cremate me because it's cheaper. If she does, hopefully she'll at least dump my ashes at the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney World. But I would like to be buried out here at some point because this land means so much to me. And sometimes when I'm in this area, I'll just come by and I'll sit and talk to my old family members and that I really didn't even know. They were dead long before I was born, but they're still family and this land still means a lot to me. Though I don't have all the acreage, I got 1 acre. And I come out here and dwell on life because I wonder what they would do. And sometimes when I'm talking to them, I'm like, I wonder what you would do if you were able to come back for a day. Like, what would you say? Who would you go visit? Who would you ask to spend time with? What would your day entail if you were allowed to come back for a day? So here's the challenge, because I believe that we are called to live life every day and make every day count for the kingdom of God and for us personally. Matthew 6, I think it's verse 34, says, don't worry about tomorrow because there is enough trouble tomorrow waiting for you. Worry about today. There's enough going on in the day to keep you busy. That's basically a breakdown of Matthew 6:34. Don't worry about tomorrow. You got plenty to do today. And so the challenge is this. Husbands, what would you say to your wife if you knew today was your last day? Wives, what would you say to your husband? Children, if you knew you had 1 day to spend with your parents, what would you say to them? What would you say to your co-workers? What would you say to your neighbors? What would you say to extended family? Who would you call and apologize? Ask for forgiveness for? Who would you say, I love you? If you knew today was your last day, who would you call and tell them that you love them and you appreciated being a part of their life? Whatever you would do if you knew it was your last day, in my opinion, that's how we're called to live every single day of our life. So that's the challenge. Get on with living because dying is coming. In fact, I'm going to leave you with this. You need to learn to live like you're dying instead of dying to live. Let me say that again. You need to live like you're dying instead of dying to live. You figure that one out, and you have figured out the vlog challenge for today. Have a great time living, get some things done for the kingdom, and I pray that you have an amazing weekend. Peace.